I lived in Birmingham for almost 30 years, and during that time, I had this weird problem, which is that for the life of me, I can never remember whether our city's icon Vulcan was a Greek god or a Roman one. You see, when I was in high school, we had a preacher who was upset that he couldn't lead prayer in school. So he and a couple of students complained that Edith Hamilton's Greek mythology was advocating a religion. Rather than push back and say, no, that's stupid. No one's leaving high school lit class to go worship Zeus. Administrators just scrapped it. It wasn't worth the headache to them to fight back. That may seem silly, but we're seeing something very much like that play out today. Responding to Donald Trump's crackdown on DEI, the U.S. Air Force deleted the Tuskegee Airmen from its basic training curricula on Air Force history, in addition to materials on women's contribution to national defense. Now, U.S. Senator Katie Britt called this move malicious compliance, and after an embarrassing backlash, the Air Force said it will restore the airmen to the training materials. But we've seen this sort of thing before, recently in Alabama, too. When Alabama banned CRT from classrooms, the state superintendent's office began fielding phone calls from angry parents who insisted that CRT was still being forced on their kids at school. The State Board of Education had to say, no, that's not CRT. That's just Black History Month. And that's what's at risk here. The threat isn't malicious compliance, as Britt calls it. It's over-compliance and overzealous demands from folks out there who are perfectly content erasing the contributions of Black people, of women, and others from our national story. And unlike with Vulcan's story, when America's story changes, so changes the direction of our nation.